When I found out that I could buy a brand new PXG driver for just £129, I didn't believe it. And I thought there may have been something fishy going on. So I bought a PXG driver for £129. Guys, let's get straight into it because I've not even opened this yet. And I am absolutely buzzing to see what this driver is like. Guys, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos with clubs like this. You've never played like this before, and to be honest, for the price that was paid, I'm quite... First things first, the packaging looks quite... there's my receipt there as well. The packaging does look quite good for the money, and we get a little adjustment hosel. Right, moment of truth. What is the driver looking like for £129? Initially, these drivers were £250, which was still cheap, but now for £129, look at that. Guys, we're going to test this today here at Waterfront Golf Club. We're going to test it against my Titleist TSR driver, and we're going to test it for numbers to see if it is good value for money, or if they're just having people's eyes. I've even got a really cool shaft on that as well. Right, we've also got a very special guest on the channel today. Chris, how are you?
Very average yourself.
What are your thoughts on that straight away? Because I think this could be a driver that would suit you.
Well, it's good. There's a few actually people I've had in for lessons who've recently got this because, again, of the price, £129. They've also gone for it. They've been converted to PXG in general because a couple of them went for the full set.
Yeah, so hybrids, fairwoods and irons are all coming down in price. Right, shall we do a little bit less talking, a little bit more action?
See.
For me, this is a very interesting video because we are two very different style of golfer. Generally, you do hit the ball a long way, and generally I hit the ball quite straight.
Nice. This is very true.
Nice.
Certainly felt nice.
Not a bad line, lovely trajectory as well.
Yeah, felt solid. Does again, the shaft does feel extremely whippy.
So looking at the shaft, you're going to hit the Titleist now, but the shaft is a Diamana 70° stiff, so it should be about right. They're the shafts that I generally do get fitted for. Now Chris has got the Titleist. Carbon copy, so that's going to be interesting to see where they're gone and which one's potentially gone further. You've cut the corner a little bit.
Cut the corner, gone aggressive, and we'll see how far down there they are.
I'm going to start with PXG, and again, £129. Guys, how good would this driver need to be for you to put this in your golf bag? Do love the look of that head. It's a lovely carbon effect on top. Now, there were different shaft options that you could get that would raise the price a little bit. And I see what you mean, Chris. It does feel a little bit floppy.
There's a lot more give in it than your hazardous shaft in the Titleist.
Wow.
Great shot, great ball flight.
That is absolutely perfect, isn't it? Oh, guys, could this end up in my golf bag? Hit that subscribe button if you do want to know if that's going to happen. Thank you very much, Chris. Oh, we're losing the wrapping over there. And now we have Titleist TSR hazardous 6.0 shaft. Similar weight, different looking head. A little bit toey, that one going left. Interesting to see the difference in those. Let's get down there. Straight away, I feel like the PXG was a little bit more forgiving. The strikes didn't feel a world apart. The Titleist has gone a little bit further left. Let's see where they've gone. So guys, for £129, what benefits do you get with the PXG 0211 driver? PXG claim you do get fast ball speeds. We will test that on Trackman later on. You do get an ideal balance of distance and forgiveness, which I actually feel like that's done quite well there. Outstanding feel and sound, versatile head design for a variety of players, smoking hot looks, that's actually a benefit, and crazy distance and killer price. I've got to say, killer price, they have nailed it. We will test the distance and let you know. Also guys, rather interestingly, I went on the PXG website just to try and get a screen grab of me buying another one so you could see that I bought it, and you can't get it in right hand anymore. It is sold out, and I can imagine at that price it didn't take very long to sell out either, so I might be quite lucky to have got this. I may well give it away in future videos, so subscribe if you want to see that. So we have the first ball here, and I believe this is my Titleist golf ball. That is a Titleist 4 with a logo on, and the PXG driver, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get the drift, guys. A little bit further up, it was better struck, but different logo on there. That's a Trust Women's Golf logo, but still a little bit toey, still in the left-hand rough. And 1 for 1, it's outperformed a £500 fitted driver. Chris, what are you like?
Same for me. Titleist Driver just here, and again on the angle it's probably gone 10 yards further.
Yeah?
Right in the middle.
Can't wait to get this on Trackman, guys. Stay tuned and let's see how well it performs. So far, we're going to test those as well later, so illegal golf balls. So far, 1-0 to the PXG for both of us there. Guys, comment below, would you see yourself buying this even if it wasn't £129? I think people are struggling to get them now. I think they may be selling out. I can see exactly why. I can't wait to get these on Trackman. Right, so far, so good for both me and Chris. And I want to take a minute and just talk about how good these look, or how good this looks, should I say. Comparing that to the Titleist, you can see it's got a bigger surface area, definitely a more forgiving looking head, and that is the style of the PXG 021. So you can see we've got a weight port in the back there. That is to make the driver more forgiving, push centre of gravity back and enhance MOI. We go with it again first here. The wind's now off the left, so I'm just going to aim up the left and hit it. And for me, this driver just needs to be forgiving. For the people who are maybe thinking about spending £129, you don't always want the longest, you just want the one that gets in play more. That's why I think it could be perfect for Chris. That's why he's here today.
How dare you? Saying that I hit the ball wide?
The grip feels amazing.
That's a great stroke.
A little bit up that left side. The wind's not affected it too much. Exactly the same. This is going to be really interesting to see which ball has got up there the furthest.
Start with the Titleist this time. So one thing you've mentioned is about the grip on the PXG. It does seem to me it's more like a mid-size. So is that again something that's going to be for somebody who take the hands out of it?
It's a standard lambkin, but I know what you mean. It feels thicker, feels more premium is what I'll say. It's not the straightest on. The head does sit open if you do align yourself to the grip. That's a great shot. Straight down where you want to be.
Great shot. That's a rarity. It's a great shot.
Low knuckleball.
Not the best, but again, forgiveness wise there. Wasn't a perfect strike, but that's still gone up the left centre. Pretty low. I don't think I've lost that much distance.
Left hand rough for both the shots with me here. We have the Titleist ball that's just in the rough, and the PXG was a little bit more towy, a little bit more hooky, further left, exactly the same distance, but again, for the price at £129, it's hard to kind of navigate the idea that we are talking a budget driver here just because of the branding that it has on it. Chris has got some interesting results up here as well. You've done me again there.
I just drove all the way up to mine. PXG here first again, pretty much towy strike. It's done quite well, but the Titleist I hit well, it has gone probably 20 yards further, but that's the difference in strikes. I've not lost too much with the PXG, so like you say, if you can buy 3 of these drivers for the price of the Titleist, I've not lost that much.
So a couple of shots in here with the budget PXG driver compared to a £500 Titleist driver. Chris, what are you getting out?
Trackman.
Trackman. We're going to test these for numbers and see if you really can get a good driver for £129. Wow. So guys, we both tested this PXG 0211 driver at £129. It's fair to say we both really enjoyed it. We tested it against my Titleist TSR driver, and as you can see, a few different ball flights. For me, the TSR certainly went a little bit lower than the PXG 0211. Numbers wise, there was very little in it. My Titleist averaged at 276 and the PXG averaged at 271. In fairness, I think it's safe to say that for £129,
yep,
it's kind of keeping up with it, isn't it? Like, yep, for me, I'd probably put a better swing on this than the Titleist, but if you stand in the studio all day, I think these are going to be very close together. You've hit that exceptionally well. I think there might be something in that for you if we can just crank it down a bit.
I did enjoy it again. It looks a little bit more friendly behind the ball as well. This one's blacked out, a great looking driver, but that one did look a bit more appealing.